Hussein Rahman, do you think Imran Khan can push Pakistan in a more enlightened direction, or is it a failed state? Man, Hassan, right now it's really looking like it's heading towards a failed state. I mean, Pakistan, the only reason that they're together is because Islam was the only thing that could glue them together. It's basically there's at least four different ethnic tribes in the four different provinces with four different languages. It's a very disjointed country. They're warring against each other. Most recently, I should say this, Imran Khan responded to all of the stuff that's happening in France, the killing of the cartoons, by writing to Mark Zuckerberg and saying they should ban, people making cartoons, writing to Emmanuel Macron and saying that, well, you have to deal with Islamophobia. He's saying all of this crap. He is the biggest ally of China who is waging a war on Uyghur Muslims. Like this guy, I'm sorry, Imran Khan, right? And I like some things about you, but this is just absolute hypocritical idiocy. You're complaining about Islamophobia in France, where people are getting murdered over drawing cartoons by Islamic fundamentalists, and you are never going to say anything about the genocide against the Uyghur Muslims,
Well, he was
okay, in
pushed to writing a
concentration
letter
camps.
though. Like first he said, I don't know, like yeah, that was dumb though. Like first he'd ask him like, hey, what about Uyghur Muslims? He said like, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. And then they said like they pushed him, and he said like, well, I looked into it, but I don't know enough to talk about it. And then they pushed him again. He said, like, I looked into it, but I can't say anything about it because our relationship with China. He openly said that. And then eventually they wrote China finally like, hey China, maybe like no a little bit. And then China came so aggressive against them and was like, oh my god, sorry China, please, like we love you. So it was really bad. It was really bad.
It's
But
bullshit. It's
it's
bullshit.
bullshit.
Like
Yeah.
you have to get a Pakistani ID card or the passport application, you have to sign a statement declaring that Ahmadi Muslims are not Muslim and that their prophet was an imposter.
Right.
Why do I have to do that if I'm trying to get a passport?
Right.
Get
Yeah.
rid of that. You can easily do it. Imran Khan, you can do it with the stroke of a pen. You can get rid of that completely.
Muslims are oppressed in Pakistan for being the wrong type of Muslim, way more than Muslims are oppressed in France.
Yes.
Muslims are more oppressed in Islamic countries
Hmm.
than in secular countries.
Right.
Muslims are better off in France than they are in Pakistan. So
Right.
go
And
fuck yourself.
the only thing I will say is that I think that he does work behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, like I know some things about him that I know that he thinks a little bit differently behind the scenes, and he has to do what he does politically, like with the Asia Bibi release and everything. I think that he was behind that. But man, it's just this is
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, let's
Let's
move
move on.
on.
Move on.